So this video is intended as a resource that could help people that might be building a house or a garage in the future, and some of the things that you need to be aware of. So the video is starting on the day that we pour in the concrete, but one of the things that will happen is that we will, hi, good morning. One of the things that will happen is that we will go back in time to see the beginning, the inception of the project. And I spent 6 days doing all the plumbing, and well, I run about how much, Colin, how much lengths of pipe you will say I run in that 6 days? About 10 lengths of pipe, maybe?
I will say 12.
Thank you, brother. And these guys pull off all this work here. So, hi, Haley Quinn. Are you excited to see the concrete truck today?
Yes.
All right. What today is? Wednesday the 20th?
21st.
The 21st. Today is Wednesday the 21st of July 2021. Timmy the builder. We're also doing some casting on the sidewalk here. Look, Tony wetting up the place. Let me see. And we'll also be working on an enclosed garage. I'm passing here, brother. I could tape it back up? Yeah? I call it back on this excavator. Well here, give me your name and number and see if people looking for excavator, man.
Right. Raja Sami, call me anytime. 376-3873. Excavator wood.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be scraping this area here and then coming up so we'll have enough room for the vehicles to park. This is David. David is our builder, but right now he's doing demolition work. Because he's scraping, the floor will be lower, so we actually have to demolish these steps here and catch it back.
Yeah, well, this floor coming back to the side. So right down the step and we go back a step coming on there.
You know, this been the interesting thing, eh? I mean, like when we did this job, I had no vision for what could be the future.
Yeah.
And I guess planning is a real important part of this work, boy. Yeah, man.
I don't know how important.
Yeah, man, David. You're looking like when them minister and them come to turn soil, boy. We're going to see if we could organize and get the backhoe to come here to finish dig the trench for us. That's the plan there right now. They're operating on this side of the house, and what we want is we want that trench that will operate here for this backhoe.
I dive down there, but the step here for you to come out and actually go back. So
what we're doing here right now is digging down like about 2 feet, because we want when we cast that and we put the slab on top, that the floor is supposed to be able to catch back with the garage right here. The excavator man do a real nice work digging the trenches and whatnot. We have some butts here, so this is what will form the garage area. I'm realizing that one of the things you want to avoid when you're doing construction is making bad decisions. And I want to share a very simple bad decision I make. At the point yesterday where the guy was parking the excavator, the bucket remained in the roadway, and that bucket is now preventing that truck with that gravel from coming up. So I have inconvenienced this gentleman here, the truck driver. Mr. Dave, sir. I'm so sorry about the wait, but this is the truck man here. Give me a number if anybody want any gravel or anything, son.
733-9942.
And what part of Trinidad is operating?
Anyway.
Anyway in Trinidad?
Anyway in Trinidad.
You go in the carcass too?
I go in there too, man.
One of the things I learned from my dad is always try to keep your work site clean. I haven't gotten around to it, but I have to organize some crocus bags and that's supposed to be coming up with specialist hardware. So cut these PVC, put them so the site always feeling nice and clean. My dad is a big advocate of that. I want to shout out my mother too. Mommy, what are you saying? I hope you're good. I want to shout out my wife. I want to shout out my daughters, Healy and Anna. Are doing this work for all you. And are trying to build it with our future in mind for you all, so that you all, your mom and I, all your mother and me. So all the construction that we're doing right now, the digging, the excavating, has affected the plumbing. So right now I'm trying to reroute my water lines here, so that by tomorrow, God willing, when we're doing the work, we will be able to have access to water, because some concrete work supposed to start tomorrow, that's Friday. And so yeah, my mission today is plumbing. Timmy, what are you making, like a table to bend up your steel and whatnot? All you making here, cages, what do you call this?
These are the binders for the ground beam.
The binders for the ground beam.
Right, so we're making them 8 by 8. And we have the running steel for 20 feet length. The concrete go around us and hold everything together. That is strength in the ground beam.
Alright, nice. You could show me how to make a stirrup here, a special jig or something like that.
This is the jig here. So first we bend our little edges about 2 to 4 inches. Right, so this is 8 by 8 now. Now I get in the 8 inches here. 8 inch. 8 inch. 8 inch.
Yes. Also, that production line, Timmy, you cut in the steel for the syrups.
I cut into length.
David making the syrups.
Tony making the beam.
Tony making the beam. Alright. That's 3 hard work. Yeah, man. You got that, brother. I do any bad thing, but I know mango fall into stuff. This year the mango ain't coming good, but if it's because all of the rain out. So this is the production line here, and the rain falling a little bit. But thank God the trenches not getting too dirty. This is all the plumbing that are lost, so I'm trying to organize to set back that up. I'm waiting on the hardware right now. I want to big up Specialist Hardware in El Dorado. Big up Specialist Hardware. The lady working there, Carrie treated me real good. This video is not sponsored or anything. I just want to give Specialist Hardware a little shout out. Timmy, what's the lumber again that we need to get?
2 by 2 by 12.
2 by 2 by 12. How many pieces?
12.
12. Alright, cool. You get through by? You already tapping? Took a body? Back work there? Yeah. Please do not interpret the nature of this video to be one where I'm boasting, showcasing what we are about. This is about documenting the experience, because years ago when I started building our house, or I should say rather, when Kimberly and I started building our house, I went on YouTube looking up, people that had documented the experience of going through it, and I wasn't finding any videos. So what I want to do is I want to capture that experience with the hope that it could help someone in the future. Let's talk a little bit about hardwares and hardware prices and quotations. For this job that we're doing, I got the material listing from the builder, that's Timmy, who you would have met already, and I sent it out to 4 different hardwares. I got back all the prices, and it was a kind of painstaking process going through all, the items. So what we did is we had an Excel spreadsheet and a formula that would help us calculate, well, hey, hardware A has it cheaper than hardware B. And in the long run, although you had certain items that are cheaper in some places, and sometimes the difference is remarkable. It could be like about $1,200 to $1,500 cheaper. Small items you might get it cheaper at another hardware, things, nuts, bolts, screws, etc. So it is a little bit inconvenient. It's a little bit of a hassle to be visiting these different hardwares and getting all your items, but in the end you could save hundreds if not thousands of dollars. For the big ticket items, yes, you have it cheaper in some places depending on where the hardware may be. The cost of your transport could be so much that in the long run it don't really make sense going to like 2-3 different hardwares, and when you're adding the transport cost, you know, it ends up being more expensive. So what we did is, for those items, when we did our calculations, we end up going with the specialist hardware that I mentioned in El Dorado, most convenient for us, and I think it is really helpful in terms of establishing a relationship with a particular hardware, because now that, you know, we got all these items at this place, it's a little bit convenient. You could call on the person, say, hey, can you add in these particular items when you're coming up with the second or third trip, and you save on the transport cost that way. So it's not fun because I don't like maths. I fail maths twice, I know that. And but luckily I have a wife with a good brain to handle that part of the equation. And yeah, I just doing the grunt work. Sometimes I just feel to cry. I remember in 2013 or 2014 when we started building, and you dig in the trenches, you leave, you come back the next day and the trenches filled with water, and that happened for a number of days straight. I remember probably by the 5th or 6th morning reaching here, I was with my dad, because we hadn't dig our foundation in Cora, and if all I don't know this, the dirt in Cora are real hard. I wonder which part of Trinidad had the hardest dirt, boy. I feel Cora might be in the top 5, you know, but I ain't sure. So yeah, I sit down in that trench with my boots in the water and I cry. And when I finish crying, I start to bail out the water. Building houses for when you're young, boy. I mean, I'm young, but when you're kind of in your, it's like in your 20s, your mid-20s, that's probably a good time in your life to build a house. 30s, actually and young too. But I mean, you know, get married, find the right woman, find the right man, get married. Do it young. Get to enjoy some good years with them. I study when Haley starts secondary school and I go to job sheet, people go say, but your grandfather bringing you to the school? And check back on man. That gutter and pipe. All the raining like a brick. So the water exiting somewhere else. So I had to dig back all that dirt there now. And welcome to day 4.
Hi, Linda.
Hi, Carrie. Morning. How you going?
Morning. I'm alright.
So I need to get some 6-inch blocks, but I'll have to come down with it for the van.
Okay.
Alright?
How many you need to get?
Probably like about 50. I might have to make it in about 2 trips though.
Alright. Yeah, I have that.
Now is a good time to come down?
Now is a good time to come, yeah.
Alright, and before I know
Anything else?
Yes. I want to get some in 4-inch PVC. I want to get
Right.
4 90 degrees elbows
I have that.
and 4 45s.
I have that.
Alright, cool. Thanks a lot.
No problem.
I'll see you in a bit.
See you.
You're looking nice and as grass come. What's your piece?
Daddy man.
No, you bring your in. You might just follow you.
Tuesday, what can you know right now?
Okay.
Hey, take care.
No boy, if you serious in the last 3 days. Nice. So David, what's your role? What they gonna call you, like the trench man?
I didn't hear something.
You see? No, well, I mean among the masons, I usually want to walk in the trench.
I demand incentive.
Hey, let me ask you a question now. When I walk like this, right? Who is the most important man on the work.
Man who pay you money.
Man level.
If the man ain't paying you money, they come in here now.
Yeah, right. Now I'm gonna answer.
Nice work, man.
And Ross put on his small nephew jersey. Front door.
But maybe try now.
Yeah, boy.
Want to go out, you see my clothes?
And Ross, you representing Siparia?
Yeah.
All the time.
All the way.
Who you want to bring up in Siparia, brother? Nobody?
Maria, it rain every day, you know.
The bucket man is an important one.
The bucket man, I watch him, man. The bucket man.
Yeah.
Are you sure police are coming around here? They will find out later. They go down here, they look at it. Yeah, no, stay with the law, man.
So I'm coming by the hardware to get some blocks here. Waiting for that truck to load up that specialist hardware in El Dorado. KFC reopened, you know, by specialist hardware. I come down and get 50 blocks. I still studying that KFC, you know. But I ain't going about it. So it is Saturday morning in Cora. Yesterday the rain didn't stop these guys from working. They were able to cast some trench, put down a drain area and the ground beam for some columns that have to go up. The place is wet. It is soggy. It is muddy. Still don't have any water in the tanks, so that's a bit of a problem. Come Monday, God willing, we'll have blocks coming up, sand, gravel, and no water. So I'm hoping and praying by then that we get water. Today's cleanup day. As you could see, the place messy, cement bags, mud, planks, pipe all over the place. If you see me yesterday putting down pipe, put down real pipe yesterday. So I get these crocus bags, pack up my cement bags or whatever, trying to keep this side clean today, as I say. So I want to, well, just straighten up everything. What shouldn't be, you know, let's move what doesn't belong. And then I want to cut some grass over by where the guys doing all the work, like bending the steel and whatnot. So the place can feel nice and clean that way. How do you know that the list of builders that you could have, what do you look for? Because everybody wants to know that they're getting a good price in Trinidad, but they're getting
Good work.
it was something that will stand up well.
Yeah. Well, so what you're saying is have a lot of builders out there that do good work, but the price real high. Have a lot of builders that do good work at the price real reasonable. They're out here for the people now. So the person that hire and the person that want the job done, you have to have some sense. You gotta get a feel of the people, because you wouldn't know right off them good or the bad, right? But when you get your materialist now this is a driveway here. Your vehicle's going to be driving here, so that is heavy. So you want it strong. So you see, the land, we're on a hill. So on a hill, sometimes land tends to be moving and things. So for your trench work, you want to do piling, you want to tie beams. You don't want too much of small steel. The bigger the steel with corrugated steel, higher tensile strength, the job stronger. And you don't use 10 gauge BRC again, that is more like wire. 10 gauge BRC is like wire. So you're using 5 gauge BRC, which is like 1/4 inch steel. So you're getting a lot of strength. And you notice we're using 5/8, 1/2 inch. We tie beams. The beams have 3/8 binders. So we used to use 1/4 inch binders. That's 5 gauge binders. We use that again. We use 3/8 binders. So you get maximum strength now. and everything tied and locked in together.
So the homeowner has a kind of responsibility to educate themselves a bit about construction to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, so you're going to do a job, you just save up some money and I'll call somebody to do it. You could go and talk, if you never do job before, you could go and talk to some friends, talk to some contractors, get some ideas, and from there now you could see. You will know more what you're going about doing now. So it's like that.
Let's see.
Oh, let's see how it feels now.
Kimberly.
Boy. What? How you get the teddy bundle?
I wait. So you couldn't hold it wet no more.
Long underwater.
Yeah. Just keep climbing, right?
About an hour underwater.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
let it out.
Oh, so then let's squeeze that in the bottle, no?
A spider!
Anytime I let's see the spider, make
Run.
sure and call mommy and daddy, right?
Look at it. Look like crab. It looked like a crab.
My spider. Daddy, what are we gonna do with that?
Oh,
Crab! What are we gonna do with it?
what are we going to do with this? I am going to give this back to Timmy.
Well, you can put it in and put it.
Real good. Deodorant. You could try anything you want in the world. You see this thing called Wild Country?
It's pretty wild country.
It will tame any man.
Including a bushman.
That's very good.
Eat your food, Haley. Stop trying to palm it off. There you go.
Something like concrete?
You come forward after the come first.
Uh-huh.
So when we go out there, I got a stress back out here. And then clamp all them pipe one by one and we're going down the back there.
So what kind of pump is this?
They are boom pump.
A boom pump.
Yeah. You notice this pipe is a 5-inch. And the pipe we're running on the ground is 4-inch. Because line pump is normally be 4-inch. Boom pump is be 5-inch.
Why have two different type of pumps? So different types of applications with?
Yeah, well remember, line pump is a more manual work. Right? And when a pipe loaded, a 5-inch pipe loaded, a man can lift that. But the 4-inch now is lighter.
Right.
It's easier to work.
Yeah, something like you have years of experience to this.
Not much. But whatever I do then, see like how you say you like to something there? I like to learn every single thing about it. You know, some people go work years doing the same thing and you ask them what for and they can't answer you. They know nothing. We just had to wait on concrete, you know.
Alright, so the concrete truck reached here. And well, I guess we're going to prime this thing here now.